Financial management function. This is an area where most of the students tend to ignore. They are not giving that much of focus for this area. But what I want to tell you is don't do that, because from this area for your exam you can get questions for like 5 marks. So give your focus for this area as well. In relation to the financial management of a company, which of the following provides the best definition of firm's primary financial objective? If it is a profit-seeking organization, primary financial objective is maximization of shareholder wealth. So let's see that answer is there in which option. Option A, to achieve the long-term growth in earnings. B, to maximize the level of annual dividends. C, to maximize the wealth of its ordinary shareholders. So that's the correct answer for this question, because primary financial objective is maximization of shareholder wealth in a profit-seeking organization. So your answer should be C. Financial management focus on financial objective. Which of the following are financial objectives? So what they are asking is, of an organization, what are the financial objectives? So in a company there are 3 main financial objectives. First one is maximization of shareholder wealth, and next one is profit maximization, and you have EPS growth. So when it's come to the maximization of shareholder wealth, normally it will be dividend and the capital gain of the shares. When it's come to the profit maximization, normally it will be revenue increase and cost saving, and you have EPS growth. So let's see what is the correct answer. Maximization of market share, no, that's not an option. Earnings growth, yes, that's a financial objective of an organization. Sales revenue growth, yes, it is financial objective of an organization. Achieving a target level of customer satisfaction. Customer satisfaction is not financial, so that's wrong. Achieving a target level of return on capital employed, yes, that's a financial objective. So when you're looking at these 5 answers, you can see, okay, what are the elements which is connected with financial. So when you look at the maximization of the market share, achieving the customer satisfaction, it's not connected with financial, right? It's non-financial. So for your question, answer should be 2, 3 and 5. So it's there in answer C. Which of the following is not one of the main 3 types of decision facing the financial manager in a company? So normally in a company, financial managers are taking 3 types of decision. First one is investment decision. So in investment decision, they will be deciding, okay, which investment that I have to proceed with, which investment I have to select. That is investment decision. And they will be taking the financing decision. As a company, they need financing. For investment purpose, they need financing. For working capital purpose, they need financing. So how they are going to obtain this financing? Financing decision will be taken by financial managers. And next one is dividend decision. How much am I going to give dividend for my shareholders? So that decision also will be taken by the financial managers. So these are the 3 main decisions which is taken by the financial managers: investment decision, dividend decision, and final one is financing decision. So according to this question, your answer should be, what they are asking is, which of the following is not one of the 3 main types? Not. So the answer should be income decision. Actually, income decision is a sub part of the investment decision. It is not a main decision. So the answer is A. Which of the following is an example of a financial objective of a company might choose to pursue? So again, they are asking financial objective. So you have to understand, it shouldn't be non-financial, it should be financial. Dealing with honestly and fairly with customers on all occasions, it is non-financial. Provision of good working condition and industrial relations, again it is non-financial. Producing environmentally friendly product, again it's non-financial. Restricting the level of gearing to below a specific target level, yes, it is financial, because some gearing is something connected with financial, so that can be a financial objective. So for this question, your answer should be D. Value for money is an important objective for not-for-profit organization. Which of the following action is consistent with increasing value for money? So they are talking about value for money. That means it is 3E model. Under 3E, what are the 3 E's that you should know? First one is economy. So what is this economy? You should be able to get the best product for the best price, or if not, best product for the right price. So you shouldn't overspend. Whatever the product that you are purchasing, whatever the material that you are obtaining, you should pay the correct price. You shouldn't spend over. And second one is you have to be efficient. What is this efficient? There shouldn't be the wastage. The wastage should be reduced. The process should be efficient. Then only you should be able to get the maximum out of whatever the money that you have. And next one is effectiveness. What is this effectiveness? You should be able to achieve the objective of the organization. So you are taking a decision. Sometimes it is economically making sense, but you are not achieving the objective of the organization. So let me take an example. There is a teacher. For that teacher, you are paying $1,000 per month. This teacher is conducting classes, or in a school, this teacher is educating 50 students. In that classroom, 50 students are there. So what this school is doing, okay, for this teacher we are paying $1,000. In order to get the maximum out of whatever the amount that we are paying, we'll increase the number of students in one class for 250 students. Then when you are looking at the cost per student with regard to lecturer cost or teacher cost, it is getting reduced if you move from 50 students to 250 students. So those days, to educate for 50 students, your teacher cost was $1,000. Now to educate for 250 students, your teacher cost was $1,000. So you can understand your cost per student is getting reduced. Economically, it makes sense. But the problem is the effectiveness will not be there. What's the objective of the school is making students pass. So those days this teacher had to give the focus only for 50 students, right? Now this teacher have to give the focus for how many students? 250 students. The focus is diluted. She has to give more focus. So sometimes the chances of students passing the exam will get reduced. The pass rate can get reduced. Pass rates getting reduced means the organization is not achieving the objective. That means the decision that you took, it is not effective. So what they are telling is, when you are taking decision, you got to focus on all 3 E's. It should be economically make sense, it should be efficient, and it should be effective as well. Now let's go through the answers. Using a cheaper source of goods and thereby decreasing the quality of not-for-profit organization service. No, what they are telling is you should be able to get the best product for the best price. So it doesn't mean you should purchase the cheap raw materials. It's not like that. So that statement is a wrong statement. Next one, searching for ways to diversify the finances for the not-for-profit organization. No, it's not like that. It's not falling under 3 E's. Decreasing the waste in the provision of service by the not-for-profit organization. Yes, that's a correct statement. So if you reduce the wastage, what will happen? You are increasing the efficiency. So it's a correct statement. So let's go through the next statement as well. This is a wrong statement. Focusing on meeting the financial objective of the not-for-profit organization. Under 3 E's, we didn't learn something like that. So that one also wrong. So your correct answer should be what? For this question, it should be C. I have done a comprehensive revision for ACCA Financial Management FM or F9 syllabus for a very reasonable price. You can purchase this revision through the link available in the description. In this revision program, I have covered 120 plus MCQ type questions and 6 constructed questions. For each question, I have given you detailed answers and I have provided some additional learning as well. So I hope this revision program will be useful for you in order to pass your exam. If you like my video, don't forget to like it, share it, and make sure to subscribe my channel.